Boom! I am Danny in Dubai. Happening. My girlfriend was in London yesterday. She's still in London today, actually. She's a flight attendant. It's part of her job. That's what she does. And as such, I was left here for the first time in my life alone in Dubai. What did I do? I met up with locals because that's what you do when you're an international, famous, celebrity type kind of guy doing stuff in Dubai. Episode 1077 coming at you, brah. Coming at you, brah. Dubai is a lot like Vegas. If Vegas were surrounded by an Arab community, it's not. Vegas is surrounded by a desert, and that's where the similarities end. What happened last night? I'm on the YouTube, right? Anybody want to hang out? Or I put in the video, people emailed me, so I responded. I was like, yeah, let's hang out, let's do stuff, whatever. So this dude's like, all right, let's do stuff. And his name is really long and complicated, and I'll never be able to say it right. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I'm not gonna try. It would just be insulting to both of us. Hold on a second. You probably think I'm naked. Yeah, I just wanted to prove to you that I wasn't naked. Let's move on. Hit me up on the WhatsApp and he's like, yo, dude, let's hang out. And I was like, yeah, for sure, Azul. Yo, I'm 20 minutes away. And I was like, all right, do this. That's when I decided I should probably put clothes on, because I pretty much sit around in my underwear all day. So I put some shorts and a shirt on down there, got in the dude's car. We go to the Irish Village to meet up with his other friend and just hang out and talk. Bejizzle dazzle, which is this thing that I've just invented, which is what we do. I want to learn about the culture. I want to learn about what it's like to be, kind of what I'm into. So we get there, first thing I notice is there's a lot of smoke in here. A lot of smoke happening. Everyone's smoke. So I'm like, dude, cereal. Do you want to sit outside? Oh no, wait, it's 2,000 degrees outside, so no, we'll be sitting in the smoke. So we're looking around and there's nowhere to sit, and then this girl gets up and walks up to us and goes,
oh my god, are you Danny?
I know, I am totally not that famous, but I was just like, yeah, I am Danny.
I watch all your videos, Sarah!
Okay, cool, can we sit with you because there's no other tables? So we sit down, and this very nice girl named Sarah, apparently, I was thinking about changing her name, for purposes of this story, but she totally was like, no, dude, you could totally use my name. But she might have been a little too drunk to concede that point at that point. Because everybody started drinking except me. Because I don't really drink that much, unless, I'm gonna shoot to the moon. You know what I'm saying? One interesting thing that I gleaned from our conversations is that family is extremely important. Just behind or in front of or on the same parallel as religion. How many first cousins do you have? Because I was like 2. I have 2 first cousins. Maybe if I count like my further extended family, it's like 4? Say 4? A very solid 4. These cats, the Iraqi dude and the Saudi Arabian chick that I met last night, had well over 50. The girl, Sarah, estimated her cousins to be 70 plus, and the Iraqi dude was like definitely over 100, possibly in the 140 person range. That is an insane number. I don't even have that many friends on Facebook. And you have that many first cousins? How do you do that? You have 2 wives, and they all take turns having babies. Forever. Sarah told me that it is a tradition for the oldest girl to get married first, and then the younger one. And her younger sister, Sarah is one of 5, was like waiting for her to get married. But Sarah was like, I'm an independent woman. I'm gonna do what I want. Which is like kind of a big deal coming from a girl in Saudi Arabia. Like, how do you get to do what you want? You tell your parents you're going to kill yourself if they don't let you. And your parents call your bluff. Apparently there's some sort of lie going around her family that she's away at school for the last 9 years. She actually works as a secretary for a multinational company, ensuring customer service representatives are satisfactorily servicing their customers. Which I think is possibly one of the most important jobs ever, especially in this day and age. Anyway, her sister, because she waited so long to get married, she had to settle for being a second wife. I know, right? Who would have thought 22 was too old? And the topic of driving came up. It's like, I'm a woman from Saudi Arabia, I don't drive. Me no comprendo. Explain? And the Iraqi dude was like, well yeah, chicks from Saudi Arabia just don't drive, they just don't drive. They don't drive. They don't drive, they don't ride camels, they don't ride horses. They're either driven around or they take the bus. But only with a male counterpart. Guardian is the word she used. Male guardian. Doesn't have to be a brother or sister, but does have to be guardian. I was fascinated by this. It's an entirely different way to live your life. It's not like right or wrong. It's just that's how it is. We talked about all kinds of shit. The religion, the politics, familial relationships, the good, the bad, the ugly. Well, not really the ugly, mostly the beautiful, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying.
And the conclusion that I can come to... I just want to take a moment here and dramatically pause before my conclusion. We are all the same. I have met a person from Iraq, and we are identical. Which is kind of weird, because I thought people from, Los Angeles, California were a little more special or different, but all of us are all the same. Couldn't really, which is, I don't know, it's kind of, I didn't think we would, I mean, I knew like we kind of would be, but I didn't think we were that the same. I didn't think we're like fucking identical carbon copies of each other. Like a person growing up in Los Angeles, California, and a person growing up in Iraq, both meeting in Dubai, have the same outlook on life? That's how that happened. I mean, everybody has their own cultural values that they respect, but when it gets down to like the very basic humanity of it all, you gotta eat, you gotta find shelter from the heat, and the sex happens. Those are the three basic motivating factors of everyone on the planet. As far as I can tell. Personally, I don't understand the whole two-wife thing. Like, why would you want that? It's like two headaches. It's like two headaches that never stop, ever. Final summation. I had a great time at the Irish Village last night with the locals of Dubai. Incidentally, the waiters were Irish. Or white people that put on an Irish accent. And I don't know if that's, I don't think that's racist. When I went to a Thai restaurant, there were Thai people working there. In Los Angeles, no matter where you go, it's Mexicans. So, that was different. Point is, I am still trying to get a grasp of where I am. And I need to be better at filming stuff. Why didn't I film more? These shows are gonna get better because I'm not just gonna talk about them sitting in this room. I'm gonna film more and pepper it through the show. I also want to investigate the prayer situation. 5 times a day? Really? Really? Why at 4:30 in the morning are there screams from outside to pray? That's what I'm gonna look into. Research will be done. We're gonna get to the bottom of this hole. Well, we're not gonna get to the bottom of it. We might scratch a tiny bit of the surface and understand it a little bit more than what we understand now, which is 0. So I mean, anything would be more. But either way, I'm pretty excited about the direction we're headed. Also, I love you, my little lemon drops. Do join us on Friday when we continue.